Hey everyone, it's me. I'm streaming again. Yay! I've done some more work on my turtle graphics for chat. Lots to update you on, but I'm about to recode a whole bunch of stuff. So I thought I'd do that live, because then hopefully I'll be able to test it with some people in chat, even though it's a weird time to be streaming during the day. So, we shall get this ball rolling. I've already tweeted and I've already posted on Discord. So I'm just going to get smack into it. You can see behind me that I've got... I'm going to move that a bit. 1 second. Cool. Okay. I put some black card there to make it easier to see. You can't see the colours properly on the white wall, but on the black you can see the colours quite well. So what you can see there is it's drawing a pattern and it's writing my name underneath, or a partial. Hey Mike! Writing a partial of my name there. So one thing that happened on my stream the other day was that drawings were coming up on the screen and no one, I didn't know whose drawing they were. So I want to put the person's name underneath the drawing. Unfortunately, writing all that text slows it down, but I've done some things. It's lots of stuff to fill you in on. So, well, firstly, as you can see, I've got multicolored patterns being drawn. So I've got loops working, I've got loop parsing working, which is great. I've got not only the color changing, but you can now set color to 0, which means you can technically move the laser around without drawing a line, so you can do multi-parts. So that's pretty cool. I also fixed the bug with the API calling. It turns out it was a busted API key. So I use 2 API keys and it cycles between them to not use up one in its entirety, otherwise I'd only be able to use it for like half a stream. And so, hey Aardvark, 0 equals black laser, correct, or turns it off. So I fixed that, I created a new API key, and now those errors are gone, which means it's all much faster. So now the problem is I need to store all of these in a queue so I can cycle through them all so we don't lose people's displays, and so I can move through them all and show them when there aren't any displays to show. So that's what I've just started working on, but I thought I would stream that while I'm going. So right now, I guess until I restart it, it's not going to work on this chat just yet. That's okay, because I've currently broken all the code. Which is fine. So the other thing I did is I made it draw much faster than what I was drawing before. You can't really tell because of the name. The name takes up quite a lot of laser time, right? It's quite expensive to draw the name, which is why I'm limiting the characters to first name, or first section space and the first character of a second section if there is one, otherwise just the first section. And I'm probably going to have to trim that as well. And I'm centering it. But one thing I did, though, I should mention, is that although you can't really tell here, I've gone through and started optimizing all of the characters. So where in the past, when it was drawing someone's name and the message and scrolling across the screen, you could see that things like anything that was curved looked brighter than things that weren't curved, and that's because they were made up of much smaller segments. I've got rid of all of that. So now, like that C that's on there right now, that's just 3 bits, right? But what I do is I pin the top and the bottom, and I let the laser lerp around the other ones. The same with the U. The U just now goes down, across, and back up again. The same with the D. The same with the P. So what I've managed to do is, it still looks fairly good. It's readable. It's not perfect, but it's readable. But it's dramatically faster. Like the S, for instance, had 21 sections it had to draw. There are now 6 sections. So that's almost a 4 times speed up I'm going to get. So there's still a bit of flickering going on there right now, as you can see, but that's also almost 100 draw commands for the shape. So, you know, there's going to have to be some limits. Actually, well, that one's about 80 or 79, I think. Okay, so I want to move on. I want to get it so I'm basically breaking everything I implemented yesterday and this morning. Oh, right, no, sorry, I was saying draw calls. So what I've optimized the way it draws. So before, what it used to do, it used to get the commands in, it used to put them into that process queue, right? And then it would used to run through the queue every time to draw everything. It doesn't do that anymore because like all the maths, all the sine and cosine it had to do, not anymore. What it does now is when it gets a new command, I call it a command, so that's a string from the chat, it pre-processes it into a list of draw calls where all of the maths is already done. So what it's doing now is running through the draw call list, where the draw call list is just move to here, oh, change color if it needs to, move to here, change color if it needs to, move to here, change color, move, that's it. So all the maths is gone after the pre-processing. I've also added, so every time I touch my desk it shakes. I need to fix that on the rig. I know it's annoying. The other thing I've added is the ability to detect a corner on an angle. So I have the ability to sharpen or not sharpen right angles. What I'm doing is basically anything that is greater than 55 degrees as a turn to the next move, I am double pinning it. Well, actually I'm not double pinning it, I'm holding it, I'm putting a delay on it. So you don't get any curvature on it. But anything that's below 55 degrees, I'm letting it curve. That also speeds things up heaps. So the whole idea is to get the fastest refresh as possible. The text, that sucks, but shorter names is better. I might have to abbreviate it even more. And I also need to today work out the bottom bounds of whatever the drawing is and lower the text so it sits outside the bounds. Right now it's intersecting the picture, which looks a bit silly. Okay, whew, so much stuff I've been doing. Let's keep going. So what I've got now in my turtle is I used to have a struct full of commands. I've now also got a struct for draw calls. So commands gets turned into draw calls. And now I'm adding a pattern struct. And a pattern is a list of draw calls and the person's name, the width of their name, so I can center it. And then what I'm doing is tracking a list of patterns instead. So the idea is I'll have 10 patterns, and when an 11th one comes in, I'll knock off the first one. So there'll always be a cycle. I might make that shorter, I might make it 5, but there'll always be a shorter cycle of patterns. But as new ones come in, it'll just keep cycling between them. Actually, I might make it just 5 for now. So that's currently what I'm working on. Yeah, the code's changed a lot, and it's been cleaned up heaps. Hey, Dutch Maker. It's been cleaned up heaps. But as you can see, these are just some test commands. But yeah, looping works. I want to get nested loops. Hey, Christopher, I want to get nested loops working, and I know how I'm going to do that now, but I haven't done it yet. It also shows the unexpected maker logo when it boots now, but I've got some funky edges on it because I've been optimizing how fast it all is. Anyway, so I want to keep working on this because this is completely broken. I can't compile right now. So, get rid of that. Okay. So I've got a, this is what I started working on. I've got a list, this is where it builds the draw calls when a command comes in. So the commands get parsed. Sorry about the noisy background, it's almost done. It's got 42 minutes to go. It's a Reflow master case for an order. It's a green case because I was out of green cases. It's been going for like 5 hours, but got a stream. So the commands come in, right? They go into a command list. Right, so this list of struct, and then they get processed into these draw calls. Right, so I go through the draw calls and I set positions, whatever. I do all the maths on the angles, I clamp it, I let it wrap, I do all the sine and cosine, everything gets set, and then it's that draw call list that gets processed. What I need to do now is, so that build draw calls has to be actually called by a pattern instead. Mr. Draw calls, you can output that into an SVG, presuming you know about SVG poly tags. I've never looked at how an SVG is made, but why would I do that? Like, this is for the laser to move around. These draw calls are in the format that the laser is using to do things. What would be the advantage of making an SVG thing? What, to export a file for yeah, I don't know what purpose. Anyway, okay, so we need to add a pattern. So we need to probably should have thought about this straight up. Okay, num patterns. Struct is. Just going to move this down here so I can see it while I'm working. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I've never really looked at SVG, but like I'd like to be able to bring in an SVG and process that, rather than doing all that other conversion shit I do for other objects. But in this case, are you saying that I could... Hey, Michael, are you saying that I could parse an SVG to make a draw on the screen? This is all about chat. I don't want chat sending an SVG through. Like, they won't fit it inside. It's more verbose than what my commands are. Okay, so... this build draw calls should really trying to think how I'm going to do this. How I'm going to process it. I want to pass the build draw calls the actual pattern. Is that what I want to do? I want to pass it the reference, right? And then I'm going to say pat I could be doing all this. I don't know. I haven't really thought about how I'm going to process these again, how I'm going to rewrite it all. A number of draws. So pat number of draws plus. Stop build draw calls. I've got to pass it. No. What am I doing? Other way around. Build draw calls with the pattern. And I guess I need to change this build draw calls. No. Okay, so that should get me that, and which will also set the number of draw calls, and then I need to process, so the chat name. Okay, so what I've got now is a process command string. I've broken it all up into different functions. So I've got receive a command from the chat, right? It goes through and it we'll get to the name stuff in a second. It goes through and it checks, is there a loop? If there is a loop, it grabs the whole section of the loop and then it runs process loop. So it does it independently. Otherwise, it just uses parse command, which does all the other stuff it used to do. And at the end, it would build the draw calls, right? So I need to now I'm gonna have to set a string here. Chat name is nothing, and I don't need that. And I say if chat name is nothing, then I want to set it to the name. So what I'm doing, I'll show you this bit in a minute, it's a bit complex. I'm appending the name to the start of the command after I've pre-created num patterns as index. Sure that's not overflow. No, because index is 0 to start with. I'll get back to that code in a second. So I'm actually processing it where I'm adding the name at the start of the command when it all comes through from YouTube. And then I'm ripping it back off again here because I need to be able to store those. I'm ripping it off again here so I can process it, right? So at the end, I need to do that. And I also need to get the width of the name which I'm currently doing over here. Okay, so I'll be able to get rid of I want that to deliberately fail without that, so I remember to do it. So I also I need to know the width of the text. So the way I work that out is I can advance through the characters and it returns me a width of each character, right? An approximate width. So I can then send this and this. So, and that won't be build draw calls, this will be add pattern. So I need to also do add pattern, chat name, and text width. So add pattern, string, name, long, width. Okay, so when I'm adding a pattern, so you're talking about this one here, this index. So num pattern starts at 0, and there are 5 of them. So this will just be the first one. I've declared space for 5 of them. Right? By default, it's 0. So build draw calls, and then I've got to set patterns.name equals nm, patterns.text, it's chat name, text width equals width. So that should be adding my pattern. I hope. Okay. Yeah, no, it's the current number of patterns in the system, right? Now I've got nothing stopping more than 5 going in right now. So I could always just overwrite the. So what I was going to do was if a 6th one came in, I was going to push them all backwards. So the last one is always the, you know what I mean? But that's a lot of work. I might just stomp, like I might loop it. No, I can't loop it because, no, that won't work either because, yeah. Or I clear them all and start another file. Anyway, I'll work that out later. Okay, so check turtle. Right, I need to go back to this text size. And also this stuff as well. A ring buffer, yeah, maybe. So this will be turtle.patterns turtle.current pattern. Long text width equals, and then text width times equals scale. Okay, so that can go and that can go. Now I should actually just, I need to replace this with turtle dot current pattern how about get pattern. I started moving all of my function names to be Python like rather than camel case, which is going to piss everyone off. So we want a pattern get pattern void. We want pattern get turtle get pattern. It's going to return patterns current pattern. And we want to return a pointer too, don't we? Do we want to return a pointer to? I think so. Do names from YouTube have size limits? They can contain Unicode. I don't know what the size limit is, but it's pretty big. And right now it will just, yeah. I need to work on what I'm going to do with the name formatting. But for now, having something is better than nothing. Alright, this is not going to work. It's not going to work. I just realized. I don't know why he compiled then. Not going to work at all. So I should go and fix small things. Number pets. It's returning a reference. Okay, but if I don't, Will this return a reference by default? That won't do a copy because it's a struct, right? Like, I don't have to return like that as a reference, do I? I'm pretty sure I should just be able to do that. I could be wrong. I don't want that. So now in the get pattern. Okay, that's for doing this. And now I need to also... Okay, so in the draw turtle, this is where it gets a bit interesting. So I'm grabbing the current commands and... No, not in draw turtle. Right, here. Draw call equals turtle.get pattern.drawCalls I. Hey, Rat Madness. So I want to grab the draw calls from the current pattern. And then, yep. And I'm not showing the turtle anymore because I don't think it's needed. Are you sure it returns a copy of the struct? Okay. Okay, all good. Oops. Okay, so let's see what this does. So I've been testing this on someone else's stream, which is pretty funny. Oh, what have I done? Okay, what doesn't it like? Start from the start, num draws. What did I forget to move over? 91. Right. I don't think... Okay, we'll have to deal with that in a moment. Okay, what else? Number of patterns, 112. That's num pats. Was it double T? No. Okay. Right. Build draw calls. Num pats. Text width. Do you mean name width? Yes, I meant name width. I did mean name width. 128. What else? Right. 156. Yeah, okay, so number of draws. What I should do at the start is make this int. Number of draws is 1. Do it at the end, and at the end I say pat number draws equals num draws. Except where am I incrementing number of draws now? Oh no, I want that at the end, and I want num draws plus plus here. Okay, what are we left with? Oh, so much. Name width. Yes, name width and 301. don't know why I got two turtles there. Turtle. Pattern.num draws. Yeah, two turtles, got that. And then turtle current name 324 is actually chat name. Dot chat name. Okay, 561. What? 561? Chat turtle. What? Oh, 561. God, I'm on the wrong line. Sorry about that. S1 length. What is wrong? S1 is not displayed in this group. Oh, right. That'll be chat name. Okay, and yeah, what else? What else? What else? Could be it. That could be it. Okay. So just to explain what I'm doing again, I'm taking... So I had my command list before. Earlier today, yesterday and today, I turned my command list into a draw call list. So you process the commands, then run it through a draw call list. This is just for a single thing, and then that's what I draw. But what I want to do is store multiple lots. So as more messages come in, I want to have them pre-processed. I don't want to store them in a way that I have to then reprocess them every time when I transition over. I just want to store them all as. Oh, that's okay. What are we doing now? This might be connecting. Except it's going to pick up the wrong stream. That is the wrong stream. I should get rid of this. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, you'll see the logo pop up when it recompiles. It's a really bad looking logo. I've optimized the speed of the laser so much that the logo looks freaking terrible now. As you'll see, it's just compiling. I've got the whole boot up sequence much faster as well now. See, look at that. That looks terrible. Anyway. Okay, so IP address getting so it's looking for a stream right now. Takes a while, unfortunately. There it goes. It found stream. That's me checking for messages. Skipping 19. Excellent. So there's nothing being displayed, as you can see. But if I go and just going to copy this. And put it into the chat. You see, hopefully it's going to crash. It's going to break. I'm sure I got something wrong. Right, grabbed them all. It processed. Oh, it worked! Holy shitballs! So if you look here, what it does, it's found a message. Oh, I'm going to turn auto scrolling off. So, it got the message, don't worry about all this, this is me just processing stuff, making sure that I've got the name correctly, and then it embeds the unexpected in the S. Hey wagon loads, it joins that together, it does the percent instead of a space, because I parse from spaces, I split with spaces, it uses the percent, which is a non-drawing character, which gives me the unexpected S on there, right? It appends the rest of the commands, and then it processes it. It's going through here. You can see that it finds a loop. So the first loop is L4 to here. Need a loop this and this 4 times, and it puts them in 4 times. End of loop, it's in a line. Does all that, and then it builds it, and it's drawing it. So as you can see here, unexpected S, and that's the pattern that I just processed in there. Right, now if I was to, just for argument's sake, do this one. I want to see what happens. Right now I'm not cycling between them. I want to see what happens with this. This will probably override it because I don't think I increased the number of patterns just then. Right, that processed that. Right, you can see it just overrode it. It's got a different pattern now. Please don't ask me about that red dot that's in the middle at the start, underneath the blue and the purple. I've been trying to get rid of that for 2 days now. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So, what I do want to show you just quickly, no, I won't show you yet. Like, if I get rid of the name, you'll see that there's no flickering at all. It's super fast. Just drawing the name takes up so much time. Anyway, okay, so back to here. Let's now get multiple going. So, when I've processed, so I've added patterns, I've added a pattern, and now I need to ++. And for the moment, I'm going to do if numpats is less than, if it's less than 4, it starts at 0, right? I'm only going to allow 5 in here to start with. Okay, and it's going to increase it. So that's how it's going to add them. But now we need to cycle between them. So, I need a way to set the current pattern. So there's a get pattern, and now I need a void set or no, not set, I want an ink pattern. Okay, so that's going to get it. Now I want to void tool ink pattern. I want num pats ++ if num pats if it equals 5, set it back to equals 0. Okay. Wild guess, the red dot is caused by one of the characters, maybe when space is turned on and off. No, nothing to do with the character. It's there's nothing to do with writing the characters like that. It's to do with where the process starts and where it ends before the next one starts. It's nothing to do with characters, as in what you're specifically saying. It's not by one of the characters. There are two different processes to draw the shape and then to draw the name. The name stuff isn't happening in a set of draw calls. That's something I could process later. It won't really speed it up in any way because the reason for the draw calls is to get rid of the maths, get rid of the sine, cosine. Okay, so now every time I draw okay, so every time it does a check for the next thing. So every time in here, whether it found one or not, and it processes all of that, either way, I want it to turtle.ink pattern. So the blanking, when it's going, right now I've been looking at threading, I'll worry about that later. Right now, every time it blanks is when it's going to the internet to see if there's more chat messages, right? So so every time that happens, I'm going to increase the number, which should cycle through the different patterns. So let's try this again. I have a mild warm coffee from this morning and it's 33 degrees outside. Hey Bruce, what's for dinner? Okay, laser chat count buffer. Chat count buffer. What? I'm not sure what that means. Okay, just waiting for it to come through. Okay, so I'm going to add my first one. It's polling right now. It should grab it. And grabbed it. Good. See, it's very quick to process. And then I'm going to add my second one. And then it should okay, that's the second one. Will it now go through two of them? Oh, I just realized I'm incrementing which one. I'm incrementing the wrong thing. I didn't increment current. Oh, you idiot. I changed num. That's bad. So, inc pattern. Oh, it's current pattern I needed to. Current pattern plus plus. If it equals num pats. God, that was stupid. Current pattern equals 0. Buffer that keeps count of chats that have been... I don't need to worry about that. They get processed as they come in and they don't get processed again. So I don't need I have an array of all the processed all of the process commands. I just realized though I need to, every time I run, right, so clear does that. I need to set number of moves every time I build. If I've built a thing, I need to set number of moves equals 0, so it goes back. Although I'm pretty sure that gets put back when I do a build thing anyway. Okay, I'm just going to compile it again. Wow, that is rainy. Here's a picture from Bruce. That is terrible weather. That's your weather while I'm sitting here in 33 degrees with my aircon on. It's on low, but it's on. Otherwise it's too noisy. How long has this print got to go? 13 minutes. 13. Okay, it's compiled. Clear, it's connecting. Go, go, go. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Okay, so first message again. Given that this is ski country, rain is not good. No. Okay, you don't want slushy snow. That's terrible to ski on. Okay, what happened there? You processed it, but it's not showing it. Why is it not showing it? What have I done? Maybe I shouldn't have done the moves. Oh, it's crashing. Just rebooted. What is that? Yeah, that keeps crashing when it's processing. Oh, no, that was the same crash. I think that was the same crash. Okay. See what it does. Yeah, I want to look at... I want to make sure this doesn't crash. It's not crashing, but it's not drawing. wonder if I did something bad there. So yeah, I was looking at pthread. I wouldn't mind seeing if I can get the grabbing of the data to be running on a thread. I don't know. I mean, it's Brian's library and it's quite complex to look through. I don't know if I can just fire off the initial function in a thread and if that'll work or not. I don't want to run my main laser stuff code in the thread. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if I can improve it and how I can improve it. Hey AJ, yeah, look at that. That's beautiful sky. For those that haven't seen on the Discord chat, that's nice. That's kind of what our sky looks like outside, except it's hot. Oh, so goddamn hot. Sorry for cussing. Okay, clear, paste. Please draw something. I've broken something. Adds the pattern. What I should say is go serial.print f num pattern added num pats equals %d. Oops. Need more logs. Okay. Oh, so that just crashed again. It's I think it's trying to reference some bad data. So I need to sorry, I'm just thinking. Number of pets, comma, num draws in pattern %d, number of pets dot num draws, and I also want to do %s. My laser's not going to be strong enough to do that. Okay, so it's something to do with the get ink. So I'm going to just turn that off for the moment and make sure that it works again as it was. Come on, printer, 8 minutes. Oh, I can't see my cursor. Hey, Chris. Okay, let's hope we stop the crashing now. Pet turtle's good. Well, not good right now because I got everything I wanted to get working, and then I moved it into a is that processing? Moved it into a pre-processed list of patterns based on people. Right, that's working again. Good. So that's a good start. So something to do with the ink, the increment to the next one. It didn't like. So I need to. You see here, pattern added. Oh, didn't show its name. Anyway, added number of pats is 1, number of draws in pattern equals 0. That's not good. Fence post error. I don't know what fence post error means. Oh, right. Because I did a plus, didn't I? Because I'm an idiot. I did the plus before instead of after. That's fine. That's just a log issue. Good. First guess, I take any time increment involved. Don't know what we're talking about. So current pattern plus current pattern equals it should be set to 0. Serial.printf. Whoops, printf. Oh god, you can't see my code. I just realized. Sorry. Counting the fence post versus spaces in the fence post. Yeah, okay, I understand that, but I don't know what that is in reference to this. Current pattern index is %d. /n, comma, current pattern. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. So I'm not sure why, like, I can't seem to build my subs on this channel. Like, I tweet about it and I post on Discord. Yeah, I think we're stuck on like 330-ish or something for the last 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know, like, I've only streamed 17 times. Need to work out how I'm going to build the channel a bit. Get more people here. Probably doesn't help that I stream at a time that no one likes. Except for maybe some Aussies, but they should all be working. What do you mean I want equal and not less than? I'm incrementing it, and if it's equal to the number, which is 1 higher than the maximum index, I set it back to 0. So see, that's not, again, that is current pattern index is 4. What? Well, that's why it's crashing. So maybe, yeah, okay, it definitely, current pattern index starts at 0. And if I set it to 1, oh right, it's already over. So if it's greater than or equal to number of pats, probably is what I want. 7 AM streams probably help a lot, right? Well, they do for the European people. Always clamp with less. What do you mean, clamp with less? I'm checking to see if it's over the number of pats. I think the problem was that it was already past number of pats. Oh, I know why. Because it gets called the first time when I threw it away, when number of pats was 0. So it was already past it. I assumed that it was always going to start off less than it, but it won't. So the first time it goes in and it does it. So every time it gets pulled, it increments the pattern. But the first time it gets pulled, I throw away all the messages and don't do anything. Right? Skipping 54 messages. That's why. So that would automatically increment it to 1. That's why it broke. Okay. I see what you're saying. Do I not? I'm not with the less than. Yep. Okay. I could do that too. Okay. Defense post error. Okay, so this, hopefully... Okay, we have that. So that's one. Now, let's see if I add a second one. Let's do a second one now. Right, so that's cycling correctly now, not crashing. So, second one. So there's two now, and it should switch between them. The one with the square and the one with the... Oh. Number of patterns equals 0 still. It stomped it. Why didn't the number of patterns go up? So... what do I need? I don't need a timestamp. Well, I don't get a timestamp, but anyway. Also, was the increment premature? What do you mean, which increment? Oh, you know what it is? I bet you I'm calling clear somewhere. Where am I calling clear? Right, every time I do a process, I'm calling clear, but that's unfortunately setting number of... Right, that's old, don't need that. That's what that is. See, I find that really difficult to read. And I think other people will find that difficult to read. Chris? Like sometimes more complexity in a single line is harder for people to understand. It's just my opinion though. I understand that, but it's also the not at the start as well. There are three things happening there. And I think that's confusing for a lot of people in this space, where most people aren't coders. Okay, so here's the first one. Okay, so the first one is in, yay. That one's got a square in it. This one does not have a square in it. This one's got some more hexes. Let's see if they cycle once it processes. And it's processed. Right, there we go. That's the second one. Now, will it cycle between the two of them? Yes! Okay, so now there are two in there. And every time it does a refresh, it's going to cycle between the two. Okay, well right now I'm limiting it to 5, but does anyone want to put one in? See what happens? So the syntax, it doesn't matter if it's uppercase or lowercase, because I'm uppercasing everything now. So C is for color change, it can be 0 to 7, it's clamped. 0 means turn the lasers off, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are different colors. M is for a move, and R is for a rotate. If you want to loop, you do L and the number of times it's going to loop with the space, and you do a pipe at the end of the section you want to loop. How's that for... I mean, you can see the reference from mine. Sure, I can do that, Chris. Yep. At least the printer's finished. It's gone really quiet in here now. Ink. Okay. So if current patterns is less than number of pats minus 1, well, that's a very small pattern, but we'll see what happens with Arjad Bark. It did add it. Number pat's 3. There you go. There's your little... I haven't fixed the J yet. You can see that the J is really hot at the bottom because I haven't updated that character yet. Oh, and Chris has done one as well. Move is too small. The move is too small. So to give you an idea, those move increments on mine are either 1,000 or 250-ish or something. So, but that is working. So if current pattern is less than number of pats -1, do a plus, else make it 0. I mean, I don't really think that's much different. Why would you do an R500? Yours is home. I'm gonna open up the blinds. Saying hi. She's been out. Okay, so now, oh, that is way too bright. Jeez, I'm going blind. Hello, Steve. What number is that? Did yours get processed? I don't know if yours got processed. Oh, and then Christopher did one. I think Christopher's missed out because I've only got the 5 right now. I'm clamping it. I need to now build a system that chucks the last one off and moves everyone up one. Hey, Electron Ash. Yeah, they're not going to get shown, guys, at the moment. Remember, I've only got the clamp at 5. Add a P up, P down, pin up, pin down. No, you don't need one, Electron Ash. C0 sets the color to off. And then you can just do a move and rotate whatever you want. And it won't do anything. Flip sable and grab spear. Focus right. Okay, well, that's the next section I need to do. Doesn't replace by user. No, I don't track who the user is specifically. No. No, it's going to be a queue of 5 that it cycles through, and it's going to... I'll pop off the oldest when the newest comes in. Although it'd be much... Yeah. So I need to do that now. Looks like it's only showing 4. It's possible it's only showing 4. I really skimmed that bit of code very quickly. So let's work on that now. Number pats 0. Right. 0, 1, 3, 4. Yeah, that should have been less than 5. No, that's right. Anyway. Scroll back. So... Number pat's 3. So Chris has got added. But Steve's didn't. And then Christopher's didn't. And then all the rest of them didn't. Okay. Ooh, earthquakes, really? Okay. Let's deal with this anyway. So I want to add the pattern. So if the number of patterns... 1, 2, 3, 4... The number of patterns equals 4, I need to shift them all up. Pop oldest pattern. I want to pop oldest pattern. Else I'm going to No, I just want to pop oldest pattern. No else. I'm just thinking. Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm thinking typing. I don't want to do that either. I'm just trying to think. The nicest thing would be to pop the oldest. Pop the oldest and append the newest, right? But I'm just thinking that's so much more work than I really want to do. If the number of pats is greater than 3 already, so 0, 1, 2, and 3, if it's greater than 3, that means it's 4, which is the fifth one, then I want to I'm going to stop looking at the chat. I'm not building a ring buffer or buffers. You can keep mentioning it, not doing it. I'm going to pop the oldest one. And I only want number of pats. Pats 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's less than 4, then I want to increment it. Okay. So if I do by reference, if I did this, for instance, I'm curious. If I said for int p equals 0, p is less than numpats p plus plus, right? Whoops. Actually, I wanted to start at 1. So can I do this? So patterns p. No, I want to go. It's less than p minus 1. Can I say patterns p equals the reference to patterns p plus 1? Will that set this to be equal to the reference of that? So 0 will become whatever's in 1. 1 will become what is ever in 2. It is first in, first out. That's what this is. That won't do what I think. What will it do, Chris? Because isn't this going to point to? Oh, actually, or do I want the pointer? Don't I want that? Don't I want? No, maybe it won't. Or can I do this equals that? Or will that do a copy? Oh, there's a, all right, we're talking about SoCal. I mean, my other option is I just go. You don't want to do any of those. Why? don't want, right now they're just an array. I've got an array of patterns. I want to make pattern 0 equal pattern 1, pattern 1 equal pattern 2, or the other way around. Pattern 0 equals 1, and then pattern 1 equals 2, and pattern 2 equals 3, 3 equals 4, and I'm going to stomp 5 with the new one. That's what I want to do. No, I can't reset the index. I can't reset the index. This number of pats, that means that the next one that comes in, I don't want them, I want them to stay in order. I want to pop the old one and shift them all backwards and put the new one at the end. So if it was Sion, Chris, Steve, Chris, it becomes Chris, Steve, Chris, and the next person, and Sion gets dropped. I don't want it to be Sion, Chris, Chris, Steve, Chris, and then the next person goes into Sion's slot. That doesn't help me. Right, I want to change where I am in the list, but I can't change the number of pats. That's how many there are in total. I don't know, apparently Chris says this won't work. It's not going to work, Electron Ash. Sorry, you're going to wait. Right now, it's not accepting anymore. I'm working on that code right now. So you need an index for display and an index for next location. Right. I mean, that's just messy. I don't understand what's wrong with this, personally. I'm going to try it. What's the worst that can happen? The issue is not max pats. The issue is which one I'm currently at for adding as opposed to which one I'm currently at for viewing. Max pats doesn't help me. Number of pats is... Max pats is this number or this number. It's not number of pats. Number of pats is how many I actually have. Does that make sense? So how many I have has to stay. If I get to 5... it stays at 5 forever, even though I'm stomping bits. I know you're calling it max pats. I'm saying it doesn't matter. Like okay. So you guys want to add them in, see what happens? I'm just going to clear this. Having a lot of pets is a dog's aim. What? Patterns is a struct of type pattern. It's a type def. I don't want to put it to 0. I know it's technically in order. I mean, I could do that, sure. Does someone want to put a turtle in? Come on. Chris, what was your turtle command that you did before? Okay, someone did one. Whoa, there's Christopher's. Okay. Okay, here comes Steve's. Okay, there's Steve. Okay, and there's Wagon Loads. He's gone off the bottom. Gone way off the bottom of the screen. You'll be too late, Chris. Someone already did it. There's Chris's. This has also gone off the screen. You got beaten to that yesterday. Chris, someone already did it. Except they did it with squares. Oh, you were there. Of course you were there. So Chris's was the first one that came in. Then Steve, then Wagon Loads. Then Chris, and now me. Yeah, that's broken things. That won't work, Bruce. You can't put someone else's name there. That doesn't work. Well, that's broken something. I don't know if that's a memory issue. Something's gone. Yeah, someone broke. Bruce broke it. Can you post that fragment to DC? Oh, to Discord? Yeah, well, hang on. Before I do that, I'm going to... I'm going to do this. Next pat insert. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to say, so if number of pats is greater than 3, expert insert does that. So I'm just thinking something. So maybe there's a cleaner way I can do this. So can someone explain to me why? Yeah. Why they that when you create a struct, so when I create these here, 5 patterns, why don't these default values get set? Like name width is just some arbitrary number, and string is some arbitrary string, right? It's never going to happen, Aardvark. You can keep suggesting it. It's never going to happen. Can someone explain to me why these aren't actually set at the point of create? I understand this is just allocating memory, but it needs to allocate memory for these things, right? Now that's not a pointer. It allocates along. Why doesn't it actually use the default variable? Okay, so if that's the case, what I want to do is, I've got an idea. For int I equals 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus, I'm going to make patterns I dot name width equals 0, right? That'll actually set them on initialization, right? So in the constructor of the turtle, when it initializes, it's going to set all of the name widths to 0. So now I should be able to do this rather than this whole num things. I want to say what was I just thinking I wanted to do? I just can't remember what I was going to do. I got so caught up in the why they don't initialize that I forgot why I wanted it to initialize. That really sucks. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to this for a second. I don't want that. So that goes to there, and then I also want to say number insert plus plus. I know you don't like me coding this way. I don't care, Chris. This is the way I'm comfortable coding. If number certs is greater than or equal to number of pats, then make it equal to 0. And we actually want this to be 5. And we get rid of this. So the number of pats goes up, but the insert point goes up and then goes back. So it's going to keep stomping the previous one. I'm not making it more complex than it needs to be. I'm making it Sion's way of coding. The way I'm comfortable coding. Which is really important. I'm not interested in writing code that I don't understand or that is someone else's code. I'm interested in coding the way I code, the way I understand, and the way my brain goes. I think that's reasonable. I'm not anti-ring buffer. I've just never generated a ring buffer, and like I just explained, having not worked with a ring buffer before, adding a ring buffer in is me adding something in I don't understand into my code base, which I prefer not to do. That's all. Okay, so it might be more complex than a ring buffer. I just want to get it working. And once it's working, I can make it better. Who was that? Christopher White. So that didn't work. Why is it not showing mine? So it did not... Oh, right. If it is greater than 5, yeah, that was bad. I know what that was. You can paste the function. Sure, here you go. I'm pasting the function in Discord. There you go. So I'm just recompiling. Made a mistake then. Chris is determined to get that penis going. Come on, connect. Okay, it's connecting. putting mine in. Now it's a terrible logo. I broke it when I was optimizing all of the graphics. Okay, so there's mine. Yay. And there's Chris's, which came in before the chat updated. And there's mine. Good. You just add another one, Chris. Okay. So we've got 3 now. Who else is going to add? Anyone else going to add one? We need a few more to see if it overwrites them. There's only 7 people watching right now, so I don't even know if that number's correct. I'll grab someone else's old one. Oh, Chris added another one. Oh, Aardvark added one, and I added one. So let's see if my old one is gone now. Bruce added one. Why are you rotating 508 degrees? Okay, Bruce broke it again. Okay, I'm going to have to, yeah, can you stop doing that, Bruce? Is that what you did last time? I'm going to have to clamp these ridiculous... Yeah, I'm going to ban him. Like, I know that I haven't put code in there to, like... I'm not pre-parsing to make sure that you haven't done something stupid. But, well, it might not even be Bruce that's doing it. Like... But it was going through and processing. Oh, L27. Oh, because I know what it is. You put a loop and you didn't put a closing for the loop, Bruce. You must have a pipe to end the loop. You didn't do that. That's where it's crashing. Okay, it's trying to find the end and it can't find it. No, it's not the R. It's not the R. It's the processing of the loop. Okay, so if I do an L and the end loop, see, it's not doing this, so it's not exiting. So else, I'm going to just I'm going to kill it. I'm going to go to tool.clear and return. So if you put an invalid loop in, it's just going to, yeah, it's not the rotating, it's the loop. It's going to just exit, reset, clear it, and exit, I hope. See, Wagonlows just put one in, but he didn't realize that it's not running. Okay, let's try this again. At least I know what it is. I will not finish eating and not turtling. Okay, so let's do this again. yes, you'll need to repost it. It got thrown away because it was crashed. So you want to repost it now. And I'm going to also post something that is broken and see what happens. Deliberately broken. Yours is going off the bottom. You need to change your code. Like I can see it on my couch. The window you've got to draw in. Oh, Chris almost got it. So what happened to my processing? I need to make sure that mine went away. So there's wagon loads. Steve, Chris. Right, it never processed mine. It stopped early because of the issue. I don't know, you need to look at whatever your things are. Like you're going around and finishing on the bottom. Oh, Chris, well done. And then you're going down, like you're going off the thing. You need to keep it near the middle. Well, Mike did one, except moving 10 is too small, Mike. Bigger increments. The window is 4096 by 4096. Okay? A movement of 10 is not visible. Use tick 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 C++ in what? Tick 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 C++ /n code. Really? Tick 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 C plus N. What did that do? That didn't do anything. Tick tick tick. Ah, right. C++. Ah, right. When you mean /n, you mean n. Do an enter. Right. There you go. Like that. Yeah. Color move length. What do you mean? What's color move length mean? Christopher, you're a naughty boy. It's pretty funny. So I didn't see who the first one was. Was it Wagon Loads? Oh, Wagon Loads has just copied mine. Okay. C means color change. 0 to 7. M means move. R means rotate. And L means loop. Yeah, I saw in Discord, Chris. Thanks. Okay. Well, it's really not much different to what I did, except you did the modulo. But yeah. Yeah, I agree with AJ. Doing it all inline is just too clever. L is for loop. You need a pipe at the end of the section you want to loop. Look at other people's things and you'll see. So why we're only going through two different ones now? We're only cycling between 0 and 1. It seems. So there's still something going on. Oh, right. No, we're not. My thing wasn't scrolling. That's really funny. Okay, so. Yeah, how many versions have you got? So you were in number 1 and number 2. So index 1 and index 2 was you, and index 3 is you, Chris. Index 4 is Bruce. Index 0 is Steve. So it is stomping them. That's good. We just need to get rid of all of Chris's. Correct. C0 is turns the laser off. C1 to 7 turns it back on again. Right, so I need to fix the pattern added. Because that's referencing the wrong variable. Okay, no, this is just for my own reference. Okay. Oh, Michael's back. What do you mean doesn't logo have? Oh, I don't know. This is not logo anymore. There's not even a turtle on the screen. Ah, Michael did a star. Yay. Oh, Chris, well done. That looks really cool. Looks way better in real life. Well, Electron Ash did a star as well. Chris, that looked way better in real life than it does on camera, let me tell you. So I have to paint my wall black. I'm going to paint my wall black. As in matte black. Almost my entire wall I'm going to paint black just for the laser. How dedicated is that, folks? Hey, do a bigger version. Bigger moves, Chris. As in Chris, not Christopher. That shape you did. Make them longer. Use a blackboard. I don't have a blackboard. Yeah, that one there, Chris. I've got to fix the G as well. Ah, so many letters to fix still. The LED logo will look good with that black as well. It will look good with the black. And I think even the top logo will look good for it with it. Because, so, like even this logo on black, I think will look pretty cool. Can you even see the color? Maybe not. It won't be as bright. You can see the blue on it. That does look really cool, Chris. That's a nice pattern. Whoa, Johnny's here. Moo. So black wall, yeah, just for the laser. It look because without this, that's cool, Steve. Without this, it looks good, but you can't see the colors. Look, watch. You see, you can't see the colors on that. Everything kind of looks washy, same color. So I'm going to have to take one for the team and paint my wall black. So if I put that there, look at the color. You can see the color. This is pretty cool, huh? So I can't, other than, and I think this is going to mess with everyone, other than nested loops, I can't really think of anything else that's worthwhile. Oh, I know what I need to do. Right, so, the next thing is, I like how you're doing iterations to test your designs, right? This is pretty funny. So I need to, I'll do this, I'll show you the code for this. Black bed sheet, if you have one. I don't want to hang, it can't. I don't want to put it over the logo. It's got to be behind the logo. Right? I don't want a bed sheet and I don't want a blackboard. I'm going to paint my wall black. Come on, folks. You're supposed to be going, yeah, paint your wall black. Not, oh, don't do that, put something else. Ah, awesome. Glad you're doing that work, Michael. The threading stuff. I don't think it will, to be honest. T-boo for text. What? Just, oh, okay. So what I want to do is, so where it draws the name, so here, draw text. I want to do long lower y, and I'm going to set the offset. It'll be 17 minus, actually I'm going to do that. So what I want to do is so when it's processing all of this, I want to capture the lowest y value. Long lowest y equals 0. Yes. Lowest y equals 4096. And when it's doing these draw calls and it's working out these amounts, what I want to do is, I've got something cool to show you actually. Oh, it won't work now because I broke it all. Damn it. Okay, doesn't matter. I can't show you now. What I want to do is say, if d.y is less than lowest y equals d.y. I want to find out the lowest point that's being drawn and make the name sit lower than it, right? So then when I do this draw text chat name, comma, lowest y minus maybe an extra 100. Okay, I'm restarting it. We're going to lose all of the things in there. Can I make my code auto scale the image? What do I do? What have I done here? Oh, right. I need to give it a value of something because it's after the other one. Why do I want it to auto scale though? Is that, what's that? A number, electron ash, number 4? Yeah, I don't want it to auto scale. I want everything to be the same scale. Otherwise, people aren't going to understand what their movement things are. Chris says paint it black. I think I will do that. The other thing to add would be variables, so we can do spirals and such. Yeah, I think variables are a little bit too beyond this. Like, it's look how hard it was. No offense, Mike. Look how hard it was to explain the current set of commands. I think variables. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Nah. You guys have to be creative without it. I think that's reasonable. Okay. Chat is coming back. I know that, Wagon Loads, but then people aren't going to understand. Hey, I made it move 100, but it's not moving 100. Write it in Python and pass that message to pass. Right. So the name, that didn't work at all. I can't see anyone's name at all now. So what I should do, I should have printed what that was. It's obviously just printing too low. Serial.print f oh, that's cool. Who did that? See, I can't see your name. I don't know who did it. Save that one, whoever that was. That was cool. Chris, with the penises. You're lucky I'm not monetized. I think my last stream got demonetized, by the way, because of the those things. I think you're all just going to save your best ones, aren't you, and post them to wow people. Hey, Pro Engineer. I'm restarting. They're all disappearing. Sorry. And it's a balloon dog. Oh, L120. That's nasty. Yeah, that won't work. By the way, there's a limit to how many commands. There are only 100 commands you've got. Or did I make it longer? I might have made it longer, but... Ooh, 200. There's only 200 draw calls. So just keep that in mind. If you do big loops, I'm going to have to clamp it. Okay, go for it. It's going to go slow because I'm printing a whole bunch of logs. He's going to post one. Okay. So that's still 17. And they're still 1700. Why are they 1700? And that should still work anyway. Oh, I know what it is. Hot damn, it does work, but I need to put them the other way around. It was setting the scale to 1700 instead of 0.08. That'd be bad. Hey, Iggy. No, L is for loop. Hey, Rob. Someone posted before. Who posted the commands before? Whoever posted them before, can you repost them? That was good. Oh, there it is. I found it. Electron Ash did it. Here we go. So the commands are those. R is rotate, M to move. L is to loop, but you need to end the loop section with a pipe or a bar. And C is for color. 0 is black, which means pen up. And then 1 to 7 is whatever color you want it to be. Okay, it's going again. Oh, I should have got rid of that print statement. Damn it. Okay, whoa, that's not right. Low is 3996. Oh, right, because there's nothing there. I know what that is. That's fine. So let's wait till the next one comes through. I think, Chris, you posted it too early because I hadn't finished reloading. It would have chucked it away. Red, green, blue, yellow, cyan, purple, and white. Okay, there we go. Oh, whoever drew that, that was... Whoa! You can't do 73. Guys, you're not counting the number of calls you can do. And that lower name thing is not working, so I'm just going to piss it off. I'm getting rid of it for now. I'm recompiling. Sorry, recompiling. It loses all the chats when I recompile. I'd like to know whose message that was. I'm putting it back to what I'll have to deal with the name stuff happening later. There's something wrong with the scale. It's a scale issue. Can someone draw a clock face with the right time? They can. It'd be quite hard, but you could do it for sure, even without any variables. Okay, not yet. Don't do it yet. Copy pasta. Copy pasta. Went nuts. Okay, it's ready. Add Z-axis for 3D drawing. No, you're going to have to work out the parallax yourself. Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be... Who's that? Steve's in. Okay, so Johnny's in. Yay, Johnny. That's Chris, Steve. Yeah, Chris, that's terrible. You're moving too much. That moved to 2359. There's only 4096 and 4096. Like you don't have. And if you're in the center, you're already at 2048, so you can't move that far or that far. Just keep that in mind. Crispy bacon. Cowboy Death Virus. Whoa! Look on Ash, that's awesome. Well, it doesn't. It's not clamping. Well, it's interesting. Hey, Day Paul Jones. I need to decide how I'm going to clamp, and if I'm going to reject things or not. Yeah. No, wall is not negative 4096 to 4096. Or whatever that is. Oh, is that a approximate? Sorry, that looks like a negative. Like what you posted in Discord? I thought that was a negative, but it's not. It's approximately. Ah, cool. As you can see, the more draw calls, the slower it goes. But if I get rid of the names, see, here's the thing. It's like, you see the flickering? If I get rid of the names, it's going to restart again. Can you make it so it stores one pattern per user and it is replaced when that user submits a new one? I could. Not right now, because I just spent all this time working on an alternate way to do it, where it just cycles 5. And the other problem is, yeah, how many users worth? What's if 30 people do it? Then there'll be a queue of 30 people, and it's going to take forever to go through all the different versions. Like, you might have to sit there for 20 minutes before you get to see your one, right? So I think I much prefer the idea of... Well, I could make it that if you have one already in the queue, you can swap that one rather than add a new one and you have 2 of them. I could do that, if that makes sense. But I don't want to allow every user to have one. I still want to have a finite number. One pattern per user means you can fix your design. Yes, correct, but how many patterns? How many users do I allow? Whoa! That's cool, Chris. I should put an option to whether you show your name or not. What do you think? What about N0 or N1 means show your name, don't show your name? What do you think of that idea? Because like if you look at Chris's, the writing that name takes way longer than the pattern, which makes, and like Chris's one there, like it would update much faster without the name. That G's a killer though. I need to fix the G. Maybe I'll do that now. Let me fix the G. Okay, so what I've been doing, just to show you, I've been going through all the fonts and I've been redrawing them. Not all of them, but I'll show you. For instance, here's the C that's made out of a curve, right? And then I've renamed it to curve, and then that's my C now without a curve. And so it's, you know, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It was 18 laser moves to draw a C, and now it's 5. Write the name for a second and then show it. And then get rid of it. Well, I want it at the same time, but I could make the name only appear for... Yeah, maybe. Well, so I actually added animation, but it won't work now that I've changed it to the patterns. But pre-patterns, I had it with the draw call version. I had a version of it that didn't pre-do the draw call, and that still calculated the sine and cosine, because I sped up a whole lot of other stuff that made the sine and cosine, even though there was a hit, it drew really nicely. And then I added the ability to animate. And I'll actually show you, look at this. I can show you in a video. I actually tweeted this. I tweeted this yesterday. Have a look at this. So that spinning around was me setting an animation step, and you could set one, or you could set it as a positive or a negative, and it would take whatever you drew and rotate it based on the center point, the starting point, right? Well, no, it was the center. Sorry, not the starting point, the center point, forward or backwards, whatever step it was, right? But I can't do that now because I'm pre-processing, and all the sine stuff's already pre-processed. So I can't rotate it because every one of those values has to be done. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's a shame though, because that looked really cool. But before I got it working, check this out. I made a coding error. So this is where you can't see the color. Look at that. Whoa. That was the same thing, but with my coding error. What about Z to set? What do you mean Z to set to 0 position? Oh, to get it back to 0? Well, it doesn't work that way. I can't get it back to 0. It's based on where you last were. They're incremental moves. Does that make sense? Oh, I could do it. I know where you are on the last move. I could do a negative those moves to get it back to 0. It is a pretty bug. I really liked it. I wish I had a version with the black there. It looks fantastic. Anyway, okay, so back to here. So I want to go through and fix up some of these other characters. So I need to fix the G. See, look at the G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 calls, and I can get it to, I think, 5. So, it just won't look as nice. To there and 2, 3, 8. Starting there, except that's a 0. And then we're going to... I know what these numbers mean off by heart now. It's like the Matrix. It's pretty awesome. We're going to go to there, and then we're going to go to there. Down, and then we're going to go to there. Whoops. And then we're going to go to Oops, it should be an 8. And we're going to go, what was the E? Went up to here. Okay, so that should give me a there to down to across to up a little bit. There's a G. Stop making PPs. Who's making PPs now? Did Chris do another PP? I've got to see it. I want to see it. Chris is doing hypnotic stuff. Okay, so that should fix your G. Pro E did a circle. Multicolored circle. Cool. Ooh, Steve, are you doing tic-tac-toe? Steve's doing tic-tac-toe. Very good. Christopher. Wait, I need to take a screenshot. Oh, I missed it. Damn it. Gotta wait for it to come back again. Oh, well done, Steve. Steve's doing tic-tac-toe. Okay, I need to grab that penis. I thought I fixed the O. I need to fix the O as well. I thought I fixed the O. He's doing some eyes. He's doing eyes. Like John Ash is giving me a headache. Oh, headache. Headache, headache. Grab dat P. No. Chris's is gone. You've lost it already. I missed it. Oh well. So let me look at the O. Where's the O? That O is. I did an O. O. Oh, pro engineer. Oh, is that a 0? Damn it. Right. I know what that is. That's a 0 in your name, isn't it? Right. I haven't done the numbers yet. Where's 0? Here we go. Okay, that's fixed. 1, 2. God, that 2 is terrible. 3. I'll deal with those later. And B. Has anyone got B in their name? Okay, fix the G. Steve. Okay. No one's got a B in their name, do they? Ash. Good. Because as I'm fixing the fonts, okay, I'm going to have to restart it, folks. So should we? Okay, so let's do this. Okay, let's go and do the if. Oh, you can't see my screen again. If okay, add pattern. First thing we want to do is say, okay, we need a void find in patterns string nm. Oh, wow. No, actually we want a bool. I'm find in pattern string nm, so it's going to be for int I equals 0, I is less than. Oh, I can't do that because this is not class based. I have to make it class based. That's really annoying. Okay, whatever. Numpats. I plus plus. If patterns I dot chat name equals nm, equals nm, then we're going to build, draw, okay, so we're gonna process it with, we're gonna overwrite that person's details. I shouldn't need to set those again. Pattern updated. Number of draws in pattern, so chat name, and then should be patterns. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to return true. Otherwise, at the end, we're going to return false. And we're going to change this, find in, no, update pattern. You can say if not update, if not update pattern nm, okay, so we're going to try to update it first, and if it succeeds in updating it, it'll do that. Otherwise, it will just add a new one, I hope. So I need to do an update pattern. Bool update pattern string name. Oh my god, I can't type string because I shouldn't be using them. I know. String name. Sorry, I'm missing the chat. Is anyone actually typing? Okay, we'll see if this works. Now the other thing is, I like the idea of showing the name for a little bit and then not showing the name for a little bit. So so the other thing we want to do is I want no, I'll do it here. I'm gonna make a unsigned long show name time equals 0, unsigned, shame. Okay, so every time we grab, where's the ink pattern? Every time we do this, I'm going to make this equal millis. How long will we leave it on the screen for? 2 seconds. Unsigned. We're going to leave it on for 2 seconds. I think so. We'll try it at 2 seconds. So, draw text, draw turtle. So if millis is less than, do that. Okay. I'm missing all the cool things. I'm missing them all. Everyone copy and paste your things. I'm going to recompile. You're going to lose them all in the queue. Quota exceeded. Oh my gosh, folks. Just letting you all know, I'm going to lose my ability to have chat update. Okay, I'm recompiling. Because you guys are doing so many. What's wrong with that? Oh, right. Because I didn't want to do that. Anyway, that's why I didn't want to do it. I've got 2 API keys. Just... You guys have gone nuts. I can't believe you guys chewed up. How long have I been streaming for? Oh, it's been 2 hours, but you've chewed all my API keys. See you all on Stream Fun Part 2. No, don't go anywhere yet. Just wait. I don't know how long they're timed out for. We'll see. Nah. There was an error getting messages. Quota exceeded. Okay, one of them's working, one of them's timing out, I think. I think you did yours too quickly, Electron Ash. It lost it. Yeah, no, looks like it's now. Okay. Yep. We're done. Okay, I'll tell you what I can do. Sorry? Yeah. Okay, I unplugged my Tiny Pico just for a few minutes. See if it can catch up a bit. Like during the time I was compiling, when you couldn't post, when I wasn't reading anything, it actually had some that came through. Turn the router off and on. No. That won't help. It just needs some time. But it's not going to give us much. I'm just warning you all now. And the problem is everything you type, not just the messages, like not just the turtle, like when it's looking, every time it looks and there's messages, it counts, right? What I can also do is I can slow down how often it's polling, and I might do that anyway. Request due time. Process incoming chat. Polling intervals. Like if I make it, add an extra second, maybe an extra 2 seconds onto it. Oh, you can't see my screen. Sorry. Add an extra 2 seconds to the poll to space them out a bit much because it's polling really often. We can try that. Let's just give it a little bit more. Turn on the laser. Well, that's next. I can do that. I've got a plug for it already. I've got something to do that. Okay, so let me think. I need to start compiling before I do this. Okay. It's going to start running as soon as I plug it in. Okay. Oh, I knocked it. Damn it. Oh. Should just reset it. No. It's writing. Okay. Okay, let's see if this works. Because that's a shame. Just when I wanted to see if the replacing works, we might be out of. I could always try to make some more API keys. Discord chat controlled. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Wouldn't even know. I know BitLooney is working on that. Error getting live stream details. Interesting. What? I'm getting a 403 on the live stream. Really? Maybe my timeout has killed the live stream. Like it won't give me access anymore. Okay, let's restart it. I think we killed it, folks. There's no point. You can't draw turtles. 403 is forbidden. Oh yeah, 404 is not found. Yeah, okay, it's blocking me out now. Oh well. Too much. Too much of a good thing. Or should I quickly see if I can get new API keys? Hang on. Okay, just bear with me a second. I'm going to go back to here because I don't want to GitHub. Oh, it connected. It's working. Wait, folks, it's working. Get in quick. Oh, no. Exceeded quota. Oh, no. It's working on one of them, not on the other one, but it's going to exceed quota very quickly. Oh, they got one. They got Steve's. Chris has to get his penis in. Oh my god. Okay, it's erroring out again. Okay, let me see if I can, while that's going. I'll see if I can create some more keys. Well, Electron Ash is in. Whoa. Is that working with the name? Oh. It is. You see the difference? You see how much faster it is without the name there? Can you see the difference? That's incredible without the name. Look at that, the flashing, and then look at that. The name makes it so much slower. Okay. Okay. Hey Joe, I'm working on some new keys. Hold on a second. Library. V3. Manage. Credentials. God, this is slow. Create credentials. Select an API. YouTube API. Data will you be accessing? I think it's only public. Can't remember. Next. This list I already have. Choose is one of the keys that has always been relevant for you. Continue. Copy. Okay, restrict key. Sorry, this is. Okay. Save. Okay, I've got a new key, an extra key. Just let me add it in. Number of keys, 3. Okay, I'm recompiling. Hey, cable tie. I'm recompiling. Sorry. See that red dot? So annoying. Okay, so one or two of the keys still might fail, but there's a third key in there now, which will be faster. It'll fail less often. Oh, hey, Matt. That looks fair. Yeah, Christopher White's drawing penises. I mean, really. Lucky that this channel's not monetized. Okay, it's connecting. Don't do turtles right now. Gotta wait. They'll get chucked away. They all get chucked away, remember? Wait till I tell you. Oh, here we're getting live stream details. Here we go again. We have to wait for it to connect. Hold on. It's not connecting yet. It will, eventually. Getting 403s and I got a 400 that time. Sounds like, what needs RF shielding? What? Black phosphor paint. Then the frame rate will be less of a concern. Oh, interesting. Black phosphor paint for my wall. But how's that going to look? Okay, this is taking a while. I'm going to reboot it. For those that just joined, the chat, it's not their fault. Well, it is their fault, but it's okay. The chat have gone so crazy with what they've been doing that they killed my quotas on my API keys. Which is pretty funny. Pretty funny. Because I did have like 4 hours worth as an average. Someone needs to build this in JavaScript so we can play offline. Yeah, there should be like a sandbox that you can make to test with. Different patterns creating sound artifacts in the stream. Well, sure, it's the Galvos. It's not RF shielding. That's the noise of the Galvos. Own up, who used all the keys? I wonder. Yeah, this isn't looking good. Either that or it doesn't like my key. Maybe I need to move that key to a later position. It's possible it just doesn't like my key. Or we need to give it a break for a little while, but I think that'll suck. Hey, there's more of 5 of you that have been drawing nice pictures, yet I've only got 5 likes. Come on, folks. Give me a like. Nested loops, do we? We don't have nested loops yet. I'd like to add them, but I also think it's going to... You've got a limit on the number of commands that it'll process, and then it'll just stop for your thing. So, so what I just added was the ability to, when you do one and do a new one, it'll replace your existing one, but I can't get back on. Okay, let me recompile. Thanks, Wagon Loads. Oh, got 11 likes now. See? Six likes that no one had done. Terrible. Need a channel for laser commands. This one is for the children. We do. Oh. Did you... Oh my god, Chris is Mr. England in Discord, and he just... Guess what he posted in Discord? 61 loops. Yeah, see that you don't have that many commands. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You got 15 commands in your loop and you're doing it 61 times. Like that's, oh yeah, maybe that might fit. Thanks. The logo looks a bit terrible. No, it's not connecting. We've killed it, everyone. We've really, really, really killed it. Well done. Well done. Seriously, everyone, well done for killing my... killing YouTube. You did it. Woohoo! What? No. Oh, yeah, sorry. What did I say? Yeah. No, you've only got 100 commands. Or is it? No, 200 draw calls. Rob, it doesn't work. It's broken. It's not connecting. It's not... YouTube are not allowing me in anymore. I'm surprised they're letting the stream keep going. Well, that was fun. That's cool. It's all working. Okay. Except I need to test the... Let's offer up a goat to YouTube guys. I need to test the replacing of the names. We're going to have to wait till tomorrow. I'm going to have to create some more API keys to have enough of them. That was fun. That was lots of fun. That was lots of fun. It is an X turtle. Yeah, there's no turtle on there. Oh, Keen, what did you miss? Everyone broke YouTube. They've broken my API access. It's giving me 403 forbidden. Was this based on Python's? No, this is well, I don't even remember what the commands are for logo or turtle graphics. No, this is all me from scratch. Next up, FreeRTOS. Nah. Lots of, yeah, Christopher, I did lots of deck pictures. It's pinning for the forwards. What? You're all doing some pretty amazing pictures, I gotta say. Like, some of the designs you were doing is really good. Yeah, I can get lower down into FreeRTOS, but FreeRTOS is a scheduler. It's not really going to help me, really. I need to get threading working. Hey, Michael, you still there? Did you get threading working? With the library? I don't know if Michael's still there. Chris is working on a nose and face. Okay, catch you later, Keen. What day is it tomorrow? Friday. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow morning and do it again. No. I know it's a lot more than a scheduler, but it's an OS that's designed around a scheduler. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Doing FreeRTOS directly isn't going to help me with this. I need to do threads, but I just don't think it's going to work. Michael said yes and no. Yes, you're here, and no, you didn't get it working. Or yes, you got it working, and no, something else. 2 lasers so we can battle. I don't know if I want to do. I need to put it all in a box. I got to design a box. By the way, I was supposed to be coding on ReflowMaster Pro all day today. That was my plan. Guess what I've done all day? It's 3:48 and I've only worked on laser code. So for those that are late and missed it, I'm going to paint my wall. I'm painting my wall. That wall. And so this, was it Aardvark? The phosphor paint? Do you have a link, an example of what type of paint I need? Yeah, my print finished ages ago. Thread should be very easy. Well, threading's very easy in general. It's that the API is not threadable. That's the problem. So, like, if the code is not threadable, then it doesn't matter. There's going to have to be a lot of rewrite for it. Phosphor paint won't do color. Or doesn't it do color? Okay, well then there you go. So I'm just going to do a matte black paint on the wall. The question is, how much do I paint? I'm pretty sure I'm going to paint everywhere from like that desk right over there all the way along. Might need to rewrite the YouTube. Yeah, I think it needs to be rewritten. I don't think it's YouTube. I don't think it's thread capable. dump it on another core. I don't think I can. Well, I don't know if I can. Anyway. Have you committed any of this code to GitHub? No. No, why? Well, so a lot of it I can't because it's got all my channeling keys and stuff in it. So like the YouTube side I can't. But you know, Brian's got his plugin, so someone will have to re-implement that. Or I'll have to blank it all out. But the laser code, well, it's yeah. I mean, I can at some point, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously written specific for my laser controller, but it can be adapted, sure. Sure. Well, I'm not, but it's not. Well, the problem is it's still based on this other person's library, so, and I've butchered all of his library to do this, but it's not my code. I'd have to look at what's involved. I don't even know what his license is. I mean, he's put a copyright on it. See license for details. I'd have to go and look and see what's involved. Pick the core. Maybe we can think of it as a learning opportunity. Somebody could try Elder Player code if they want. Oh, your Elder, yeah. On the Discord live stream channel last week. Did you? I'll have to go back and look. As you're grabbing the chat, why don't you also output a unique list of chatters somewhere to help with your roll call? Well, I could, but then I've got to wait for that to be populated. Normally I'm starting it afterwards, but yeah, sure. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'll have to look at what his library is. Oh, his code's MIT? Okay, that's fine then. Cool. If that's the case. But it's an absolute freaking mess. Like, I need to clean a lot of it up. I can't believe that it's still not letting me in. I can't believe it. How long have I been streaming for? 2.5 hours. Just a thought. What was your thought? Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry, with the chat thing. I'm going to try again. See if I can connect. I give a rat's to how messy it is. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's got to be cleaned up a bit. Like, there's a lot of crap in here that isn't being used, or that's... Yeah, I'm still getting forbidden. It's fine in the stream, but I'm getting forbidden. Oh well. It's for the ESP that is good. Yeah, it'd be not, like, I wouldn't mind. Like, I'd like to look at doing the Ilda stuff as well as something else for this. That'd be great. But like right now, it's about doing like giving chat interesting things to do. In the context of a chat message is only 200 characters, and you know, and what interesting things can you do with 200 characters, right? Now the other thing I've got also is I've got my I2S Audio Shield connected to this now, but I haven't worked on any code for that yet. I want to add I2S library stuff to this as well, and allow some type of sound feedback as well. Maybe every time a new one comes in, it makes a sound every time. Like, I don't know, maybe I can embed as part of this that you can play sounds. No, that would be bad. I don't know. Or as something different. Whoa, what was that? Oh! Oh. No, it says they're all API quota is exceeded. It connected again, but it's letting me know that the API quota is exceeded, even though I've got 3 now. One of them's a new one. But I'm still getting the API error. And that's, I guess, quickly the other problem is that when there's an error, I'm not waiting long enough. Not a response error if it's not still alive, otherwise. I need to give it a much longer time period. No, this should be an API thing. That's based on, it should be based on the key. But you see how often I'm polling when there's an error, and that's just every time I poll, it's still using up the API keys. I didn't remove the exhausted ones. I could try. Although it's not designed to work this way with I think it might break with a single. With a single one, it might break. I don't know. There's a different code path if there's only a single one. You don't do it via an array. Although I've commented all that stuff out. Well, that's interesting. What if that's also causing a problem? Okay, we'll try this. We're just going to chew up the next thing though. If this doesn't work, I'm going to stop and I'm going to go have a swim with my family. Right. Yeah, your project looks great, Electron Ash. Your laser stuff. It does. I looked at it ages ago when I started working on this and you sent me a link to your things. I haven't had a real chance to dig right into it yet though. Right, we're back to the 403 again. I wonder if I made that. I don't think it's going to help me though. Using multiple parallel keys to reduce latency on getting stuff. Yeah, I was running was 2, now 3 different keys, and it cycles between them. So every request it picks the next key to spread out how much stuff. It's just we just went too far. Like it there was just way too many requests. Like it was nuts. Just don't burn a hole in your wall, Electron Ash. So you can see it's live, but yeah, it's just not letting me in. Already burned a hole in my office chair. Oh, dude, be careful. That is crazy. Laser cutter, live chat integration. Never, ever, ever, ever. I'm crazy and I'm not that crazy. Okay, this is not working. I'm going to unplug it and stop it polling. Give it a break. Yeah, have to give the poor tiny Pico a break. And give the actual channel a break and turn these off. And I'm going to go for a swim, I think. So, that was really a blast. That was so much fun. Thank you for that, everyone. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to, like, I have to do a whole dedicated stream for this on my next stream, I think. Like a bit more coding and stuff and doing some extra things. I'll keep working on it. But yeah, that's really cool. I'll think of what else I can add to it. No, not variables. I really don't want to do variables. The problem is there's a limit to how many commands. I might consider increasing that now that we're doing the draw call stuff. Swim like a turtle. Dog panel. Swim like a dog. A rare phrase in the UK, especially outdoors. Well, it depends on the time of the year, right? Or where you live, sure. Okay, folks. Thank you. It was a blast. And yeah, have a nice weekend. I might stream tomorrow. We'll see. Tomorrow morning. I might do it early, like a normal Wednesday stream, so we get plenty of time to play. See how we go. 2 hours till you go to work. What are you going to do? Take an extra day off, Johnny. You've been unwell. Take more time off. Okay. Bye, everyone. Take care.